simplify. Simple enough instruction. Let's see where it takes us. It's equal to 2x, and then we'll factorize this. That's 5x being our common factor. And then we're left with x minus 5. Extend the divider line. And then add x plus 2 over, well, that's 5 minus x, 5 plus x. Let's not leave this as is, or we can, provided that we do a switch around over there. So that'll turn into, if I factorize the negative out of this, then I'll have, I can place it on top, and we'll have 5x, and then 5 minus x. So now x plus 2, x plus 2 at the top, 5 minus x, 5 plus x. Now, what we need now is a common denominator, because we're dealing with the addition of fractions, and that's pretty easy. Every factor that looks different is going to form part of our lowest common denominator or lowest common multiple. So that'll be 5x needs to be a part of it, as does 5 minus x and 5 plus x. So let's get back to a newer color just to acknowledge that. So given that this is an expression, we are not allowed to get rid of the denominator. So we'll have 5x, 5 minus x, and 5 plus x. That was the point of our lowest common denominator here. And then, well, to acknowledge the first fraction that we had, we need to now have a look at what is missing from this first fraction, and that's just the 5 plus x. So that needs to be multiplied with the 5 plus x. Then we just add, well, we add a x plus 2, which we now put in brackets, and what's missing over there? Well, it needs to be multiplied by a 5x, which I can put in front. Now it's just a question of simplifying the numerator. So let's do that. Just plain and simple algebra. So that's negative 10x minus 2x squared plus 5x squared plus 10x. That's all over, well, 5x, 5 minus x, 5 plus x, oh, plus 10x and minus 10x equals 0. Minus 2 plus 5 gives us 3x squared, and we'll have 5x. Or we can turn this back into 25 minus x squared if we so choose. Now it's just a question of acknowledging the cancellation over there, and we are left with 3 over 5 multiplied by 25 minus x squared. And I apologize, that was meant to be 3x over there, but that's our final answer. Well, for our next example, let's have a look. We have a minus b over a plus b in our first fraction, and then remember, we can reciprocate the operation of division by turning it into multiplication. But having done that, we need to reciprocate the term or factor immediately afterwards. So this is the factor immediately after the division sign, so it needs to be reciprocated. So it will turn into a squared minus 2ab plus b squared, and then on top we'll have a cubed plus b cubed. Now we are ready to simplify even further. So that's been multiplied. Well, that's just the sum of two cubes, so that'll be a plus b. So in our second factor on top, we'll have a squared minus ab plus b squared, and that is divided by, well, at the bottom we'll have nothing other than a minus b multiplied by a minus b, which you could have also denoted as a minus b all squared. Now it's a question of that and that is equal to 1, and then a minus b divided by a minus b is also equal to 1. which leaves us with a squared minus ab plus b squared, and that's all divided by a minus b. There's nothing else we can do about that.